Alright, because there's so few tutorials on trading bracket orders on YouTube, I'm finding very little information out there as far as anybody, except for some boring, stiff information, anyone that shows that they regularly use bracket orders. And bracket orders allow you to put predetermined profits percentage and predetermined loss percentage. So say if I've gotten to the point where I'd be happy if I made 45% on every trade, but at the same time, if it didn't go my way, I would equally be content if I lost 15% on that same trade. So I'm going to show you here how to enter a bracket order, and this is something for people like Paul and Missy, different ones that are out working like I am, to where you just either can't babysit a trade all day or you just don't want to. Where I've traded nearly every single day since last, October, November, and there's some days, the pressure as far as to if you're in a losing position to get out, or if you're in profits, I'll go head out, do some work, and then I turn right back around because I don't want to miss anything. Maybe a critical time to exit with a gain, or if I'm down in a position, then that wearies me because it could go down further if I'm not right here to sell, and then oftentimes you'll just watch it go down and you never will sell to lessen your loss. And the same thing goes up. Different ones, more myself, we've been up say 100% on positions many times, but then you get greedy and you're thinking, well, maybe to go to where I'm up 150%. So you just hold, and then it comes back down to where you're at break even, and you say, well, I'm still at break even, and then you end up selling for a loss in the end. So bracket orders, I stumbled across bracket orders, and I'm really sold on them as far as if we're going to make money long term and not be subject to being bound to the computer all day. This is for you. And I'll show you how you can enter a bracket order even before the market opens. So if you're an early riser, you want to be out at your jobs 7:30 and you can't be here at 9:30 when the market opens, you can go ahead and put in your order and say, if it gets down to this price, then buy it for me. And then once that is filled, if it goes down further, say 10-15%, I don't want to lose 25% of my investment, then it will automatically sell for you. Same thing if your limit order is processed and you're in gains territory, it will sell once it reaches that figure for you. So here you go. You start with your simple trade. This is what we're used to, like charts, or trade, active trader. This is a general page. For the last almost year, I've been trading just between active trader and all products, where I'll have this on one screen and active trader on another. And now I use Forex trader under the trade icon. But to get started, say you let's use Pandora, since Mort and I were talking about this earlier. So Pandora is in my watch list, my main stock watch list. And to do this with bracket orders, you really should have two watch lists. And I call the second one strikes, because they're all strike prices based on, go to all products, Pandora, say I think it's going up. So you naturally buy calls, enter calls if you think it's going up. And we already have a call over here in under strikes. It's the 29, but that's for next week. So let me use this week's. We'll say this one here. For easy math, let's use 29 also. Let's not. Let's use the 28. So what you do is see what I did? I right clicked, come down, add to watch list. If you don't know how already to create a watch list, let's say if this was not here, delete. Then you come down, you want a second watch list in your window, hit the arrow, click on watch list, hit the icon, come down, create new watch list. Up here, name it, let's see, strikes 5 or something. And just leave this blank, because you're not going to put Pandora or Facebook in here. Just leave it blank, hit save. So there we go, strikes 5. Right click. If you want to use $90 some worth of capital for your contract, then you here. If you want to be deeper in the money to have a higher delta, anyway, you should know about that at this point anyway. So right click, add to watch list, strikes 5. So there it is over there. This strike 28 Pandora strike call is now in its own watch list. Go from there to Forex Trader. Okay, here's the chart for Pandora. I have it linked blue to my main one, so if I switch to Facebook, Facebook's chart would come up. Of course, you have all your time frames, 5 minutes, weekly, etc., etc. But we're doing Pandora, so here, and it helps to alphabeticalize these. You can do that by clicking this triangle up here. Now, we need 2 boxes. Up top here to the yellow, side by side is my preference. 2 boxes. If yours comes up and doesn't automatically have these buttons on it, go up here to the wrench, which will bring up a box. If you don't want the buttons, if you have it set all how you want, and you want some more screen space without those taking up room, just unclick sidebar, is what that's called. I have it clicked. There it is. I have it for chart. I use live news and level 2. Even if I don't use live news for the latest information, I use it as a space filler, because level 2, when you understand how to utilize level 2, you want it up, but you won't want it stretched out like this. It's easy on the eyes if they're closer together. So sometimes I'll bring it even closer. So there you have it. Unclick the wrench. Unclick dashboard. Let's make this a little smaller. I really do like a large chart. So let's see here. The next thing you'll click is Active Trader. I'm going to just try to get through this so you have a reference for how to set your desktop up to enter these orders. Time and sales. I like this because then I get to see sales come through. If it's distracting to you, just unclick it, get rid of it. It's a good idea to have time and sales on this one, so that way you know how many contracts are going through and at what prices. I'm going to put this as red, linking it. Likewise, linking my watch list. So see how by linking, I'm sure most of you know this, you pair these this watch list with this box, even as this chart is paired here. But let me say this first. You have to be really careful that during the day, if you're bored, you want to look for an open stock that maybe have a good setup for you. You may go from the top, say, well, let me start with Apple, see what's going on here. And, okay, here we go, we've got something going on. Let's do this, and then you're over here trading on Pandora's contract strike. It'll royally mess you up. You'll think, oh, there's a lot of motion here, or no movement, but these are going nuts. So no, that's why I want to tell you that first. Be very careful. There's been a time that I was looking at SunPower, thinking, boy, the chart is barely moving, but the options are just going crazy. Well, that's because I was looking at SunPower with Facebook's contracts, whatever. So be very careful that you have them symmetrical, paired up. So here we go. unclick trade, just have time and sales and active trader. If you don't have much room up here for now for you to get it set up, undo times and sales. Next, click this down arrow. So you have nothing under here but this stuff. Click the down arrow. This is the easiest way for you to enter an order instead of, this is how you normally do it. You go like this. Buy. You change the price. I only want to pay 90. I only want to pay 90. Maybe I'll pay 92. You don't know who else is bidding, who else is selling, at what prices based on any of this stuff here. It's all guessing. So say if I put an order in for 90, I click confirm and send. Alright, it's in. My order's in, but okay, it gets down to 92, 91. Oh, come on, it's close to 90. Fill. Well, it's not going to, and you don't know why it's not. But with this, you see this here, 16 at 69 cents. This guy, this price has 16 contracts for sale at this price. So likewise, say I put my order in for 53, right? Like, okay, I want to buy one for 53. Let me get rid of this. If you don't want to see that box, which I advise you do, as using this for the first time to get comfortable, just for quick demonstration here, I clicked auto send. That way I don't have to deal with the box. As soon as I click, say 50 right here, bang, my order is in just that fast, and you can see it on the chart to the left here, which means that Pandora is going to need to get down to let me back out. Pandora is going to need to get down to 27.77 for my contract at 50 cents or $50 to be filled. See how easy it is? So if the chart, if it were to break down and touch this, sometimes it has to go below it a little bit to trigger it, and then I'm in. So here's my point. Say I put an order in at 50, the price comes down. These guys are saying, well, I'll sell it for 61 cents, 92 of them, or this is collective sellers, maybe 5 people, traders selling, and collectively 92 contracts. They're all wanting to get 61 cents for it. Well, say the price moves down here. Okay, this guy's willing to sell it for 54. Of course, these move down, the bidders. 56, so the bidder is 55, for example. Down. 52, this one's willing to sell. 51, this one's willing to sell it for 51. And on the old screen, I'm like, oh, come on, just one more, 50. One more, and then I'm filled. Well, this takes all that guesswork away. Now I see exactly why I'm not filled. And if it's at 51, somebody says, I'll sell it to you for 51, then if I can either be patient and, stick with my strategy, or if I really would like to get in expecting a sharp reversal, unclick that one, click on 51, bang, I'll get my order filled just like that. So you can cancel an order just that fast, re-enter a new order just by one click. This is the old way. Let's do it like this. Buy, so say 38, say I'll take 35, confirm and send. Well, I'm not getting it. Let me delete my order, cancel it. Of course, I have it on this other screen. Let me cancel it here. Go back to this page, re-enter an order, change the price, however much. Alright, let me try for $1 more. It's just a total joke. So take it from me, this is absolutely the better. I'm not saying it's the best, because we're still learning. It's definitely a better way to enter and exit trades. Alright, let's get right to bracket orders. Quantity right here. Like I say, if you don't have this come up, you have to click the down arrow. Quantity, default is 1. If you're wanting to trade 3 all the time, then just trade at 3. I used to do quantity 2, now I'm a little more reserved. I'm just doing 1 at a time until I can master this. Quantity, templates, single, that's how you saw me just buying right here. Single, bang, 1. And if I want to put an order in for another one down below that, for example, you could do like, you can have as many as you want in here. So we're not doing singles, because you do a single, you buy. Okay, so say I'm filled. Now I've got to decide where I'm going to sell. If the price goes against me and it's down to 45, should I sell? Should I hold on? Maybe it'll reverse. I'm done with all that. Same thing with profits. Oh, it's up here. Maybe it'll go a little more. I'll raise it. Not how we're doing it anymore. So get rid of that. This is called, you go to click on single. Third one down, TRG with bracket, target with bracket. Very first thing you do, remember this, or percentage, that's me. If I say I want to try and make 25% on a profit, but I don't want to lose any more than 10%. 1 percentage, leave it at day. Do not do good till cancel, because that will hold you over until expiration, until you actually cancel it. Number 1 rule with these bracket orders is they are only good for 1 day. If I enter an order in the morning and at 9:30, and by 3:59, 1 minute before the bell rings, closing bell, if my order hasn't executed, I'm determined that I'm going to close the position and start over tomorrow. Unless it's something where, like an earnings play or overnight play, I'm not holding it overnight, because if it gaps down, if it gaps up, sure, that's great. But if it gaps down, then you're down and your whole strategy is up in smoke. So that's the point of this, is to keep your losses to a minimum, even if that means keeping your gains restrained. Because you can take your profits and you can always do another bracket order. As soon as you're out, you can enter another one if you have the leisure of being liberty of being in front of the computer to do so. Target with bracket right here. So I have to do that again, 25%, but I don't want to lose any more than 10%. So you see it says plus 25% for a gain, minus 10% as a loss. Order's ready to go just by putting that criteria in there. Let's see here. Well, there was. Why there's not right now, I don't know. Oh, there we go. See, sometimes if your window's too small, you have to make it a little larger for some of these icons to show up. 2510. So, click this, name that. You're creating a default order. 2510. Save. Get ready. We're going to go ahead and place an order. So see, here's the bid right now. High bid is 57. The low ask is 61. Well, I can either click on that to get into a sale right now, which obviously market's closed right now, but say if I want to get right in, there's my order. It's placed, let's see here. What have I got going on? 2510. Place the order here, for example. What have we got going on here? Alright, things don't look like they should. Let's see here. We're supposed to have 2 orders on this side. Let's try a different one. Don't ask me what's going on with that. There we go. You see over here on the right, pay attention on this side. See those 2 orders? Click. This is how much. So say the price comes down here 52 and I'm in. Up here 68. That is, what was my ratio? 35-15, something like that. 35% more than what I bought it for would close me out at 68. So with the price, bidders shuffle up to 68, that's it. My order's in, I'm out. If it shuffles down from my entry, I paid 52. If it gets down to 45, I lose $7, I'm out. Either way, I'm out. Like I say, by the end of the day, if either of these by chance somehow are not triggered, two things: you're not trading in a stock that has good enough volatility to, move up and down like it should, and you should consider a different stock. Nevertheless, close the order by selling. Just go to close these out. Click on sell market if you want, or you can change all these things by clicking the wrench, remove. Anyway, we'll get into that another time. This is based on entering your bracket order and where's the benefits lie of having bracket orders. So we've got to be able to see down here, price axis 20. If you can't see these lines here on your chart, go to the wrench next to your time frame, go to price axis, put them both at 20, make sure you hit apply, then OK. What this means is my order is not even going to get filled until the stock trades down at $27.83. As you see, it closed at 28.07. Tomorrow it would have to get down 27.83. So say if you think this is a downward trend line, like this for example, and you say, well, we may open right here, may come down here, 10 o'clock or so, maybe it'll hit my order here. That's what you want to do. Suit yourself. However your charting skills show you on a trade where you should enter, that's what's going to happen. Once this is triggered, these two remain. Let's go. We've got to go a little higher because we're not seeing our sell. So I need to go to 30. There it is. Okay. Once the price gets up to 28.37, we're out. Our contract will sell. So you know what I can do now? I can go to work. I don't have to babysit this all day. My order's in. Of course, you can set up your account to tell you. You may already have it set up. I'll show you that another time, to where you get a text message or an email as soon as these are triggered that you're in. It just used to get so redundant. I'm standing here and then I'm getting text messages about things orders I just placed. So I disable it from mine. But with this new bracket orders where I'm out and about, I'd like to know what's going on as far as, usually I'll enter the order before I even leave for work. So I'm in, and then only remaining criteria is that it has to sell either for a loss or a gain. So I hope you can see the reasoning and the benefits of bracket orders, because it totally takes your hands off the wheel, that it's in. And if you think, like Mort and I were saying earlier, he could have bought Pandora yesterday or day before for $25 a contract, or 25 cents, obviously how it shows. $25 contract, and it traded well over $1, well over $100 yesterday. So my point is, if you're only spending, say, $25 a contract, and you think there's some good upside, then go with a higher ratio. Go with an 80%. As he could have done like 300% and still been in profits if you want. So that's if you think it's going to really turn and burn. If not, try to keep your profit expectations reasonable. It's nothing better than seeing, hey, you just got a message that you sold at your limit price up here because that's where the stock went to. How satisfying is that you just made X amount? So you do that continuously, and of course our accounts will grow. So take it from me, if you have any questions, text message me, whatever, Facebook, and I'll try to help you out with whatever else. If you have any further questions, details. Now, let me just tell you this real quick. Say if you want to, say you don't know which direction Facebook's going. Alright, Facebook, see how I unlinked these so I would not risk, being goofed up, having them linked to different ones. I just leave it unlinked. Same thing with these, unlinked. They're not color coded to go with anything. I set it and forget it. So this is my Facebook call and puts. So that way, if I'm trading Facebook here, alright, we're in an uptrend, it's getting overextended, well then I have the same preferred strike price here ready to go. Now here's the thing, every day you may have to choose a different strike price, because look at this, 10 cents. Chances are that's going to expire worthless tomorrow, being expiration Friday. That's going to be worth 0 tomorrow. So you want to nilch that put. If you'd like a put in your lineup, so just go to trade, all products, Facebook, put. Okay, where's that 10? That 10's way up there somewhere. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Different expiration. 10, where are you? Right here, 73.50. So, most of these will expire worthless tomorrow. You want anything that has any hope of good movement. Not saying these can't. I mean, this could go from 23 to $1.23 tomorrow. But at the same regard, my point is sometimes you actually often have to update your strikes list day by day. And all you do, add to watch list. There's that new strikes 5 over there. There it is. Let's go back to charts. Flexible grid is what I'm on. This way you can have 1, 2, 3 separate individual charts. And that, how you do that is you click the wrench, and you see this. If you want to get rid of this box, you click that, the cross thing. If you want to add a box beside it, which I don't want it beside it, I want it above it, so you click this one, above it. Then I will link to red, so I can tie in this new Facebook put. There it is, 46 cents. Unlink it, and now you've got both your puts and puts. You get my point, I'm sure, what I'm doing here. Generally your put and call. And then get rid of the wrench. So you got a nice big chart over here. Instantaneous orders to enter here. Make down here. See, just like that. Just that fast. I've got my order ready to roll. Something's going on with this. I don't know why this is not showing the sell stop limit. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, percentage. That's one thing it'll get you. You've got to make sure you do this percentage each time. Alright, there it is. You see it? There's something else we were supposed to go over. Anyway, remember, if you want to set up a default sell. Oh, let's use this one real quick. Forex trader. Let's see here. So let's go up here. Let's choose this. Let me unclick auto send. So let me put an order in just like you will. So there we go. You see my sell down here and my sell up there. Ready, click. Here's the box that comes up, and it tells you that I'm buying one Facebook August, what is that? Expiration 74.50 put. I'm paying 42 cents or $42, and then my target that I'll sell it for a 45% gain, and also, or I'll sell it for a 15% loss. So that's it in a nutshell. Say if I decide, nah, I don't want to do that, and I delete it, you have to go back up here and re-enter, because this defaults to single every time. And click 45.15, you're ready to go again. So you see how that moves with your buy? It's so easy. And alright, I'm going to quit right there. If you have any questions, just let me know.